Hey guys, thank you. Sorry for the adjunct. We were asked to step in. Guess Consensus had to leave, so we wanted to help Eric and Bert. They did a phenomenal job. So just want to thank them for putting this together in the triangle. So a little bit of background about us. I was on the consulting side for the last year and a half, so I've seen pretty much any idea that you thought probably was going to be tokenized. That was probably brought to my desk. So if you have an idea, let us know. We can talk about that. So we help different things through legal, marketing, and the engineering side. So we saw a lot of, I guess inefficiencies would be the right word. So going through the process multiple times, costs were increasing, regulatory uncertainty, different things like that. So we said, let's create a blockchain solution for a blockchain crowd fund. So we decided to launch Bridge Protocol. So if anyone's heard of Ethereum here, which I hope they have, we launched on what's called NEO, that they unofficially dubbed the Chinese Ethereum. So this allowed us to have a token sale as a smart contract platform. We ran that in February very successfully, and we've been developing since. So we're rolling out our testing here in the next few weeks, and it's a pretty cool way to do digital identities. If anyone's ever been in the market, if your data has ever been hacked or compromised, you might know that it's a very frustrating thing. So we said there has to be a better way for businesses, banks, ICOs, exchanges to be compliant. They don't need to take all this data from you in the sense of, I know many of us here have probably traded on exchanges. I've heard some of those questions before on foreign exchanges that don't do KYC, but some do. So you're here taking a selfie with your passport to some entity in maybe Singapore, maybe Hong Kong, the Isle of Man, I'm not sure. But now they have all your sensitive information, and to me that was a problem. So when you see a problem, it's want to draw a solution around that. So what we did was said, hey, these ICOs, they need compliance, they need KYC that's more inexpensive. And as an entrepreneur, you start out, and a lot of you guys are bootstrapping, and you say, for a block of 30,000 names that might want to participate in my token sale, this is going to cost anywhere between 100 and 150. You have all your legal fees with the big guys, and you're looking at another 50 to 100, and the costs just keep adding up before you even get funded. So for me as an entrepreneur, I want to help other projects come out, and I saw this as something that was right for a better solution. So we came up with a solution that says, hey, we'll verify you once. Once we see this, we destroy all that data. So if you guys have been seeing kind of some of the things about GDPR, the General Data Protection Regulation out of the EU, this is something that is a hot topic just because of the costs associated for business and the kind of the stress that it puts on the business. So we said, let's see the data, verify it, and then dump it off. So our blockchain just says yes, no, yes, no. Are you over 18? Are you a U.S. citizen or not? Some ICOs pretty much have shut down all U.S. citizens until that clear regulation comes out. So with our tool, you can see if they're accredited investors, and you just bring your public address. So a good use case I like to tell people is, if you might have heard our story out here, we're kind of right in front. You can't miss us when you walk out, but I kind of say when you go into the bar, they want to see that you're over 21 years old. But so you hand them your driver's license or passport, so they kind of get your address, they get your driver's license number, your passport number, all this sensitive information that they don't need to have. So our tool allows them to just kind of, you just bring in, and they basically get a green mark or a red X, and they can be compliant. You don't have to worry about the SEC coming and saying you didn't take the right steps. We come with the tool to do so. So we're pretty proud. We're going to be probably one of the first businesses on the blockchain that's actually going to be taking revenue. We're going to start testing here at the end of the month with some really cool projects on NEO. It's called Switch.io. It's a centralized exchange. So our market is really custom tailored to the blockchain businesses for now. As you guys might see, that market's probably going to keep increasing. So these companies are going to be multi-billions of dollars. So it's a great area to start with having a revolving customer door. So we're pretty excited about that, and that's kind of where our project is for that. And like I said, I was on the other side of things. I've seen ICOs that raised $100 million that I helped on that didn't know how to use an Excel spreadsheet. I've seen projects that probably were some of the best conceptual ideas that I've ever heard of, not able to raise a dime. So we've kind of seen both spectrum of things, and it's kind of, if you guys have any questions, I wanted to leave it open-ended for you guys here. So if you have anything, please ask away. And if not, I'll just go back to my booth.
All right. All right, no question. All right, thank you, Stephen.
Thanks, guys.